In this lesson, I will show you how to write and execute your first Python program. In this lesson, I will be executing few very simple Python programs so that simultaneously you too can follow it on your computer. I will introduce you to few online compilers and runtime environment using which you can execute the code that will be shown in this lesson. Okay, so let's get started. Now, before directly jumping into Python programming, let us understand few important concepts that will enhance your Python programming knowledge. So let us begin by asking two questions. That is, what is a compiler and what is an interpreter? If you have ever done basic programming before, then you would have definitely come across this word called compiler. And sometimes you would have even heard about the word interpreter. Few may be very familiar with these terminologies and may also be familiar with the inner working of how a compiler works and how an interpreter works. But for those who are new to these terminologies, I would suggest you to pay proper attention while I am explaining these topics. But for those who are already aware of these topics, kindly be with me till I complete this topic and see if you could learn something new. So let us begin with the first one. What is a compiler? A compiler is basically a tool that converts human understandable high-level source code to low-level code that a machine can understand. Let me repeat. A compiler is a tool that converts human understandable high-level source code into low-level code that a machine can understand. When I say machine, it is nothing but the computer. Or to be very precise, whenever I use the term machine, I am actually referring to the processor of a computer. Anyways, as we are not getting into low-level programming, I will just use the term computer or machine whose meaning must mean the same. Okay, so coming back to the discussion, the low-level code is always in binary format, that is zeros and ones. The low-level code is sometimes called as binary code or an executable. After the compiler produces the low-level code that is in the binary format, we execute it on the command line to get the desired output. For example, let me show you how to compile and execute a C program. As you can see, I have written a C source code and saved it in a file called hello.c. Please do not worry if you don't know C language, as this code is just to help you understand a compiler's working. When I open this file, hello.c, I can see a code written in C language, which is English-like language. This is called as a high-level language. This code tries to print hello world onto the screen. But the computer or the underlying hardware does not understand this language. Therefore, we must convert this high-level language into machine understandable language or low-level language. This is when we need the help of a compiler. I will now use a compiler called as GCC, which is a C compiler to convert high-level C source code into low-level binary code. As you can see, the binary file a.out is generated after compilation. A.out is the machine level code that the underlying computer can understand. Let me now execute it to see what gets printed. As you can see now, the output hello world is printed on the screen. So what happened here is that I used a compiler called GCC to convert a high-level C programming code into machine understandable binary code called a.out. Hope you got the point. Now, just to recall, a high-level source code is given to a compiler to convert it into a machine-level code, and the compiler gives us a binary executable. Later, the executable file has to be executed by the programmer to get the actual output. Hope you now understood the role of a compiler. Now, let us see what is an interpreter. An interpreter is a tool that is used to directly execute the program instructions written using high-level language. As you can see in the image, the steps to get the output using an interpreter has been reduced. For example, let me write a simple Python program to print hello world. I have used a VI editor to write a Python code. You can make use of any editor of your choice to write Python code. For example, you can use Notepad to write Python code and later run it using the Python interpreter. Please keep in mind that all Python source code must be saved in a file with an extension .py. Now, let me use the interpreter Python 3 to run this program. And as you can see, we have got our output. Now, did you spot any difference between a compiler and an interpreter? As you would have noticed, with a compiler, the programmer had to do two steps, that is compile and run. Whereas with an interpreter, that is Python interpreter, we had only one step, that is hand over the source to this interpreter, and the interpreter will give you the desired output after executing. Now, what is the difference between a compiler and an interpreter? Let me read this out. Very carefully, you too please read this out. Compiler transforms code written in a high level programming language into the machine code at once before program runs and generates a final executable such as a.out. Let me repeat once again. Compiler transforms code written in a high level language into the machine code at once before the program runs and generates a final executable such as a.out. Whereas an interpreter converts each high level program statement one by one into the machine code during program run. So I feel a picture is worth 1,000 words. I hope this picture clarifies the difference between a compiler and an interpreter. In this picture, as you can see, the source program is now given to a compiler which then generates an executable program, and then this executable program, when run by the programmer, gives a direct output which gives us a program output. Whereas in an interpreter, what happens is the source file is given to the interpreter and interpreter does a lot of internal work and then directly gives us the output. Now, let us understand how the Python interpreter works. Please note that we have several implementations of Python interpreter. I mean, different companies or different vendors implement Python interpreter in a very different way. But I have tried to give you an idea of Python interpreter working on an generic level. Okay, having said that, let me explain. We write the Python source code, which is then given to the interpreter to generate the output. The interpreter reads the source code from the file instruction by instruction, compiles it instruction by instruction and generates an intermediate code called as the bytecode. This bytecode is converted to machine code that is understood by the underlying hardware by the virtual machine and executed on the fly. This is how the interpreter actually works, especially for Python. Now, I hope you have understood how a Python interpreter works on a higher level, on a generic note. Now, having said that, let us now learn what are the different modes in which we can run our Python code. Python code can be run in two modes. They are interactive mode and script mode. In interactive mode programming, the interpreter is invoked and the programmer can write instructions directly onto the interpreter without passing the source file as a parameter. Now, let me show you with an example. Just invoke the Python interpreter using the command python 3 and it brings up the following information. Now you can see there are three greater than symbols that indicates that the Python interpreter is ready to take your instructions. Now let me actually write a small instruction to print hello world on the screen. As you can see, there is an output hello world for the instruction that I had given to the interpreter. This mode is called interactive mode because we are directly instructing the interpreter to take actions. For example, let me give another instruction to it. Say add 5 plus 6 and you can see the result is 11. Please observe the elements in this slide which is marked with red color, Python 3 and the instructions that I have given. So in this slide indicates that I am running a Python program in an interactive mode. Okay, the other mode of Python programming is script mode. In this mode, we write code into a source file and hand over the source file to an interpreter as shown here. Let me execute that practically and show it to you. If suppose we need to come out of the interactive mode, just use the utility exit and you will be out of the interactive mode. Now let me actually run a Python program using the script mode. Invoke the interpreter and pass the file that you would like to execute along with this interpreter. And you can see we have the output hello world. The Python interpreter will read the source code that we have passed along with the interpreter instruction by instruction and produce the result as it interprets each instruction. Hope you learned a lot of things. If you have not installed Python on your computer, you can make use of the online compiler. As I told you at the beginning of this lesson, that you can also run Python programs using online compilers. Though I don't recommend it for a serious learner, but for time being, if you do not have a Python compiler, Python interpreter installed on your computer, then please you can use this online compiler which is shown on the screen. There are many such online compilers, and a simple Google search will take you to these online compilers. So you can see that you can compile a C program, C++ program, D, Lua, PHP, Perl, Python, Ruby and so many other languages. Okay buddies, thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something new today. Bye bye, love you all so much.